Hi, you all. It's Jenny. I told you I would not wait weeks to come back again and do another update. So here I am. Okay, let's just jump in and get right to it. The keto food that I'm evaluating today, and again, I'm doing keto food because essentially, um, keto is a good diet to do between rounds of HCG because it just keeps all those carbs away. Carbs are not our friends. So, if you stay on a keto diet, I did that between rounds 2 and 3 this year, and it was, I think, 53 days, and I didn't gain anything for 53 days. So, I didn't lose on it. I could have been more restrictive in it during that time if I wanted to actually lose weight, but I was just so happy to go 53 days eating what I felt was luxurious, delicious food. Um, and it all felt like a treat coming off of HCG, as you know. HCG is very restrictive, and anything you eat afterwards tastes really good. So, a keto diet is a great transition to go into because you just feel like you're really eating just about everything, even though you really aren't. You're still staying away from those sugars and those carbs. Okay, so um, at the only place I've found this where I live in terms of all the grocery stores, and I guess we don't have a whole lot. We have Myers, Giant Eagles. That's the largest grocery store brand, actually, that's around our Giant Eagles. Um, Giant Eagles, Myers, Acme, and Aldi, and then of course Walmart has groceries as well, as does Target. But and I guess Myers is not really a grocery store, but they do have a huge, at least the one by me is new, and so I don't know if they're doing this newer now, but at least half the store is grocery and deli and bakery and everything. So, all right, so there's a sticker on here. I don't know why. Let me get it off. I just realized right across the label. And it says keto friendly. It is keto friendly bread. Yes, keto friendly bread. The one thing that I missed at the beginning of doing keto, and what I missed terribly while I was on HCG, is bread. I just want to eat bread. Isn't that what Oprah said? She was so excited when she got on Weight Watchers and became a sponsor and said, I can eat bread. Because so many diets restrict you from eating bread. Um, so here we go. It's literally, the brand is Loven Fresh. Loven, Loven, Loven Fresh. And of course, this is an excellent source of fiber because you know this is going to be net carbs and there's going to be a lot of fiber to counteract any of the carbs that are in here. So, this is keto friendly wheat bread. I also have half used keto friendly multi seed bread. Comparing the two, they're both vegan, they both have 5 grams of protein. They both have 0 grams of guilt. It's pretty funny. Um, what I do notice is different between them is that the wheat bread has 40 calories, 85 grams of sodium. The multi-seed bread has 45 calories, so it's 5 more calories per slice. 80 grams of sodium, so 5 less grams of sodium. All right, so pretty close though. 40 calories, 45 calories. Again, we're not counting calories, we're monitoring carbs, but we should be mindful of calories because you can get on keto and start to really overindulge, and that may be why I didn't. But I think you can be on a keto diet and maybe even gain weight too if you're really um, reckless, if you will, on it. So here we go. It has 1 gram of fat, so it doesn't fit the fat requirements at all for keto, but it has 9 grams of carb per slice. Dietary fiber, 9 grams. So we have 9 grams of carbs, 9 grams. So essentially, it's a zero carb um, food, which is amazing and great. But how does it taste? So many of these videos are like, it doesn't taste so good. Now, of course, the cake mix tasted great, but I'll make that someday the proper way and let you know how that tastes. I shouldn't say it tasted great. I didn't like it. I threw it away, but that was just because of the grit in it, and I think the flavor was going to be just fine. Um, I think this tastes good. Now, if you're not on a keto diet and you have this, it doesn't taste great. Um, I'm not a huge fan of using it for like sandwiches. I was desperate once and I just needed a piece of bread shortly afterwards, and I did once just eat the bread all by itself, nothing on it, no bread or no nothing, just ate the bread by itself. I didn't terribly enjoy it, but it wasn't so bad that I couldn't finish it, and it fit that requirement. This was a long time ago, and I don't recall at all why I felt like I really needed to have bread. Maybe I started to feel a little ill and upset stomach, maybe after taking some medicines or something, and I felt like I needed some bread. I don't know. I really don't remember. But I remember thinking, oh, I just need a piece of bread, and this was around, and I ate it. And as I was eating it, I'm like, kind of bland and kind of not as soft and melt in your mouth as most breads are. So it has a little bit more coarser of a texture to it, but not like the like brown berry multi-grain breads, not like that kind of coarse. It still kind of has the consistency of just like a regular Millbrook wheat bread. It's just that when you bite into it, it does have a little bit of a pull to it. I just feel like a lot of breads I can kind of put in my mouth and hold it there for a second, and it starts to almost melt down, and then I can pull it away, and this one won't do that. And the flavor is all right. It's pretty good. Is it 100% like regular bread? No. Um, but it's definitely not bad. And I would even say it's above average for regular, like I don't mind using it for my breads. If I toast it and put some jelly on, not jelly, some butter on it, um, love it. If I use it to make grilled cheese sandwich, love it. So that's where I fit my needs. Those are some of the things that when I'm on HCG, I craved and I miss the most. Toast, grilled cheese, and pizza. Those are the three things that really get me, and that I keep telling people in the house, please don't make these while I'm on this diet. So like everybody has to restrict themselves from it. Not that they follow that 100% of the time, but at least they don't do it as often. It's not like every single morning they're making toast in the morning, so they alternate and have other things, and then just do it occasionally. So it definitely fills that need of having toast, the smell of toasting, and having a little butter on it. Oh, so good. You can probably find some keto friendly jams, you think? I bet they don't taste very good if you do find them, to be honest with you. Because how are you going to make it? You can't, the fruit is not keto friendly. Unless there's just a whole lot of gelatin, but I'm trying to think of what else would they put in there to substitute to fill up the space of the fruit. I don't know about that. If you have heard of any or seen any keto-friendly jellies and jams, let me know. Because a little bit of jelly or jam on the bread every now and then would be delightful too. I am generally not a sweet tooth kind of person. I'm definitely like a meat and potato gal, and I would rather, like last night, I would rather have I tried this like cinnamon bread that somebody made for me, and I took like a bite or two of it, and then I told my husband, you can finish this. And I said, it's good. Not great. It probably would be really good if I sliced it and put a little butter on it. Again, I'm monitoring calories right now. I guess I never said that during this period of time that I decided, So I had that extra 5 pounds I put on. I want to get that extra 5 pounds out. I'm going to try to kind of monitor my total food intake, and see how that goes. Um, Generally, that doesn't go really well for me, but I have a chart of wanting to lose zero point 0.2 to zero point 0.3 pounds every day. And if I get to the point that I see that that's not happening anymore, then I will just jump into keto. Or I don't think I have enough time to do HCG before the holidays. I should though, because we are going to Hawaii, my family. So I now should be the time that I should be motivated. It's just that, like, in 1 week's time, my one daughter's coming home, and it's just hard when you have kids in the house and you're having all that food and all that, uh, preparing everything for everybody else to be on HCG is just really tough. So I don't know. I'll mull it over in my head and see if it's worth doing. I just don't also feel, and we've talked about this before, I need to psychologically be in a place of like, I really need this. And I'm excited to do HCG. I'm excited to be on the restrictive diet and to not have food part of my day all day long, till I go all day and not, really eat much of anything. Because for me, I can only eat one meal a day. I can't do the um, smaller meals because it just makes me hungrier. I need to wait until the end of the day and then have one meal. So I don't psychologically feel like I'm there right now. So I feel like it's just going to be a fail if I try. I don't feel like I'm ready to do it. There's like one half of my brain that's like, Jenny, do it. And, for the first week or two before the other kids get home, you'll have a good 2.5 weeks before all three kids are home, and then you'll lose a whole bunch. I like that side of my brain. But then there's the other side of my brain, that's the logical side of my brain, that says, Jenny, you're setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up, and I've done it so many times. If you follow this channel, you've seen it. I'm on HCG again, and then 5 days later, I'm off it. Or 1 week into it, I can't do it anymore. I just wasn't committed to it. I really need to be committed to it. January, I know I'll be committed to it. But I also know that I have to fit into clothes in Hawaii. So I have to figure something out. I'll be in touch and let you know what I'm going to do. Anyway, highly recommend, if you know other places that sells this besides Aldi's. Did I say it's at Aldi's? I know I was listing all the grocery stores around me. So Aldi's is the one that has this, both of these. And how much was it? About $4. So this is a full one. So this is the size. How many servings are there? 14. So there's about 14, maybe with the ends. You could say 15 servings of this for $4. That's better than a lot of the other keto stuff that I've had, because it does last a little bit longer. All right. That's all I have for today. I'll be in touch with you again, let you know another thing that I come across, or if you guys have suggestions or recommendations for anything, I'll look into that too. Possibly do a video on that. And in the meantime, I'll touch in every now and then and let you know how I'm doing. If you're continuing to be on HCG at this particular time, let me know how you're doing on it. Or maybe you're just starting it off. Maybe you just found this channel and thought, oh, I want to follow along with her. So you can go back as I went through different rounds and follow me from the beginning to the end. I've done, oh gosh, since I started this channel, I've probably done 4 or 5, maybe 6 different rounds of HCG. You can kind of eyeball and see which ones ended more abruptly and which ones lasted a longer period of time, and then follow the ones for the period of time that you want to be successful on your diet. All right, it's easy to do the first time you do the diet. For me anyway, it was, because it was all new and all exciting, and I was so scared to make a mistake, and I was committed because I needed to lose the weight. I saw people who had huge success, people I knew personally who had huge success on it, and so that was great. I've never been able to get myself into that place again, or to be as strict with the protocol as I did then. Like, technically, although I've never done it, one of the kind of things I would normally do is like have something like this on HCG, because I would justify it and say it has no carbs. How many sugars does it have? Total sugar 0. Yeah. See, that's the kind of thing. I actually have never done that though. I've only had this in between rounds. All right, that's all I have for now. You take care. Happy dieting. I'll talk to you soon. Don't know when, but hopefully soon. And stay on your journey. Don't give up. Bye.